The Jake Paul Tank Davis fight has officially been canceled. It is off. It is not happening on November 14th. It is not happening in 9 days' time in Miami on Netflix, and I don't think it's ever happening.
Should be happening.
Hey, Mark,
I'm all right.
Wait, no.
We got that fight coming up.
You gotta beat it, bro.
This was meant to be the biggest crossover boxing event of the year, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis, a showdown pushed by Netflix, pushed by fans, and pushed by the boxing world as one of the craziest matchups we have ever witnessed. But now everything has fallen apart. The fight is canceled the moment Tank left his court hearing. Chaos erupted. Witnesses say Jake Paul, furious, emotional, and tired of staying calm, swung at Gervonta Davis. Right outside the courthouse, what followed was a wild brawl that stunned fans and sent security rushing to pull them apart. But this was not random anger. Jake has been boiling for months, and now the fight he built has collapsed. So here is what happened.
Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis, the fight is in jeopardy. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change the entire event. There's been a lot of allegations against Tank. When things like this happen over and over, I think this is his fourth or maybe fifth allegation of domestic abuse, you kind of start to have to look at the person that's being accused of such and go, why do you keep ending up in these situations? And the way it's described, we've even seen Tank do some of the things already on camera. I don't think that's something that Netflix is wanting to be a part of at that point. I don't know if Jake wants to be involved with somebody like that, which is why they're starting to look for potential replacement.
Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis are suddenly in serious trouble. The entire fight is now in danger because yet again, there is another domestic abuse allegation against Tank. Yes, another one. And this might completely destroy, postpone, or reshape the whole event. There have been many accusations against Tank over the years. When something this serious keeps happening again and again, I think this is his fourth or maybe even his fifth allegation, you eventually have to look at the person being accused and ask why he keeps ending up in the same situations. And based on the details that came out and the things we have already seen Tank do on camera, this is not the kind of situation Netflix wants to be connected with. I do not think Jake wants to be involved with someone dealing with this kind of drama either, which is why the team has already started searching for replacements. This was not a small influencer event. This was Netflix putting big money into boxing, huge contracts and months of non-stop promotion. Jake Paul had been deep in camp and more focused than ever before. So when the news broke that the fight was off, Jake felt his entire world drop. He had spent months training, pushing his body to the limit, and preparing for the biggest moment of his career, only for everything to fall apart in a single night.
I don't know. I'm kind of in a sad mood. People don't realize how much effort is put into these training camps. Beat up a girl, dragged her through the parking lot, punched her in the face, and it's like, bro.
So what really went down? Why did the biggest boxing event of 2025 suddenly collapse? The truth is tied to Tank Davis facing new legal issues. Reports say he has been charged with fresh domestic violence accusations, and this time the situation is extremely serious.
Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta Tank Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Russell says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Russell claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami on November 14th.
Sources close to the situation say Tank may have violated the terms of his parole from his previous domestic abuse case, and prosecutors are now pushing for jail time. That means the Jake Paul fight isn't just canceled. Tank Davis might actually be heading back behind bars.
Good. Sit. Do me a favor, stop already.
Let me get,
Huh?
Let me get your pair of ankles, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting. Well,
no, let Fit deal with that.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
Turn around, watch this, guys. I'm gonna deal with Fit real quick. Have Rosado come over here.
Entonces,
Ain't got no weapons, man. It's just your bread, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Right back.
You screw. Bro, you could turn around, bro.
Damn, what's
It's
going on?
this your ex. I don't know what it is, bro. I'm pretty sure you know what's up. You got a case out of Doral. That's where you stay by?
No.
Charge? Huh?
Damn. So it's a what?
Yeah.
And this is what truly hurts, because it has happened many times before. For Gervonta Davis, this has become a cycle that keeps damaging his path in sport.
These allegations against Gervonta Davis, they're very serious allegations. Anybody that's laying hands on women needs to be shut down straight away. They need to be, for me, they need to be locked up and the key thrown away. You shouldn't touch women. They're not there to be touched and have their hands laid on them. I've got 2 daughters. I've got my wife, my mother. Anybody out there who's close relationship to women knows you do not lay your hands on women ever. Don't touch them. And if you do, you should be prisoned. As simple as that. That's my take on it. It's totally out of it. It's really serious. Tank needs to get a grip and stop doing what he's doing, because he's got previous. This is all alleged, don't forget. This is all allegations, so we're not trying to convict anybody here on Frotch on Fighting. We're just pointing out the facts. He's been accused of all the serious allegations from earlier. It's not good enough, and from the fight being made to the weight disparity to Gervonta Davis being a wrong un in terms of these allegations, the whole thing is just an absolute circus.
Fans still remember the 2020 situation where video showed Tank putting his hand on the mother of his child by the throat during a public event. He was taken into custody soon after and faced charges for domestic battery related to the incident. In 2022, Tank was taken into custody for reportedly hitting a woman during an argument. That situation also became major news everywhere. And now, with yet another domestic violence allegation added, many believe this could truly mark the absolute end of his career.
Well, let me ask you this. I was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that as...
but don't you know...
It's your side of the story. Give your side.
You just talking to her, though. What the information that she gave you, can't she tell you...
You want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as fact?
All I'm just saying is I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking for her exact address. She's saying you hit her. She does have a mark on her lip, and it's under.
I have a mark right here.
Did she hit you?
Turn around.
For battery.
Turn around.
For violence.
Put your hands behind your back. What's his first name?
Gervonta.
Jake Paul had warned the public months ago. During press conferences, he openly called out Tank, saying he isn't just a fighter, but a repeat offender who keeps escaping consequences for harming women.
Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown. I got you a poodle.
Now, okay. Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how many female? Like, come on. It will be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P. Diddy.
So when Tank exited the courthouse earlier today, cameras captured Jake Paul waiting outside. And that's when the situation erupted.
Mr. Davis, what's your reaction to the sentence? What's your reaction to the sentence? Can we get your reaction to the sentence?
Witnesses report that Jake approached Tank, muttered something under his breath, and then threw a punch. Security intervened immediately, but by then both fighters had already exchanged blows. Chaos erupted instantly, with fans screaming, guards trying to separate them, and Tank shouting back. For Jake, it wasn't just anger, it was heartbreak and frustration. This was meant to be his defining moment. This fight was supposed to silence critics, doubters, and those who claimed Jake only faced washed-up MMA fighters or retirees. Tank Davis was a prime, active, world-class competitor. defeating him would have changed everything.
Can I ask you just about the criticism from the WBA ranking you number 15? What do you make of what you're hearing about that? And they said that they're looking at it again. What does that mean?
I don't fucking know. I should be ranked number 1 and everyone else can suck a dick.
This marks the lowest point in Gervonta Davis's career. Only months ago, he was hailed as one of the faces of boxing's new generation, a superstar poised to carry the sport into the next decade. Now he finds himself once again surrounded by court cases, mugshots, and public outrage.
Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. The unprofessionalism, the bizarre requests, the showing up hours late to shoots, to the numerous arrests and related accusations and lawsuits. If you support this man, you support the most vile sin a man can commit. I didn't want to give this woman abuser a platform to grow his fans and to grow his bank account. My company champions women. I'm so sorry to everyone involved, mostly to the undercard fighters, to my team at MVP, and to my team who worked so hard prepping for this fight, sacrificing time with loved ones and kids just for this fool to lose his unintelligent mind again. It's scary that devilish men like this can rise to the top of culture and sports, including in positions of power. I hope you people moving forward look beyond his fake streetwear pieces of quote unquote swag and search for something deeper to be a fan of. As for me, it's on to the next one.
Every time Tank appeared ready to rebuild his image, another incident occurred. This time, it could be over for good. With multiple prior charges, the system has limited tolerance. Insiders say this may end his career, not due to his fighting ability, but because he cannot stay out of his own trouble.
Tank Davis, somebody you've had some interaction with on social. What do you make of maybe the lack of discipline or arrest?
Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. Is that what you want to put it down to?
Yeah.
More than lack of discipline. Yeah. It's vile. So, I mean, I don't condone that at all in the slightest. So it's not got nothing to do with lack of discipline. It's got everything to do with moral compass. And for me, that's just, yeah, it ain't right.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, this fight was personal from the very beginning. Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis despised each other. The press conferences were pure chaos, shouting, insults, and near fights on stage. Jake mocked Tank's height, Tank mocked Jake's skill, and while both promoted the event, it was clear this wasn't just business. This was real beef.